guys, welcome to my channel. This is Malvika and I hope you enjoyed the last video. In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 simple steps to get a Schengen visa for a long-term validity. And I'm going to show you this with an example of how I received a Schengen visa for 3 years. Once I get it for 3 years, guys, you need to know that I don't have to go back to the embassy again and again and again to get my visa every year. I am free to enter Europe from anywhere, whichever country I want, for the next 3 years. It is amazing, guys. I'm sure you would like to do this too. So let's get straight into 3 simple steps. As usual, I have a bonus for you guys in the end. I love giving bonuses and that's why I do it. Please stay till the end so you know what exactly I'm talking about. Okay, the first step is your travel history, guys. What I mean by travel history, the travel history is basically the destinations that you have visited before in a legal manner. What do I mean by legal manner? That means you must be having the entry and exit stamps of those countries. You should have not been part of any illegal activities in those countries. Basically, your passport needs to be clean, right? You need to really maintain the value of your passport. I hope you understand what I mean, right? Because it is really, really important when you apply to countries to get a visa, because they do check your entire travel history of where have you been, what have you done, if everything is okay, right? So your travel history is extremely important. Also, the second point in travel history itself is that it could be different countries that you have visited before, 2, 3, 4, 5 countries. And then if you apply, it is much easier to get a long-term visa, Schengen visa. If you already have a Schengen visa, that is an expired one from your trips to Europe before, that is even a bigger plus, right? If you already have a Schengen, it's much easier to get a long-term Schengen the next time you apply. You need to remember these points, guys, right? Travel history, extremely important. Without travel history, it's unlikely that you will get a long-term visa. The second point is pretty similar to the first one, but if you are not really strong in the travel history point, the second would be if you are part of a business or if you're into a profession which requires you to travel more, which involves a lot of travel. For example, if you are a salesperson, a business development executive, you attend seminars, workshops, exchanges, all kinds of things, right? A lot of people do that. So if you have a lot of business tours which have been done in the past or which are in line in the future, it could be a proof that you are a frequent traveler or you will be traveling frequently. For example, myself, I'm a travel professional, so my profession required me to travel, and that's why my travel history was strong. Plus, I knew that I'm going to travel in the future, so that was a bonus for me, right? So these 2 things are very important. Now we are coming to the extremely important point. Once you have either of these 2, what you need to do is you change the way you write your personal cover letter. The personal cover letter is something that goes with your application when you apply for a Schengen visa. Guys, you need to know that the embassy or the visa application center, the country you're applying to, wouldn't know what you were expecting. So just tell them, be very open. You won't get rejected for asking, right? You won't get rejected for asking. So just ask. How did I do it? So just to give you an idea, a personal cover letter is where you just explain that I am Malvika, my passport number is this, I wish to travel to your country, I have attached all the necessary documents required by you, and I request you to grant me a visa. That is how a personal cover letter is written. Now, to get a long-term visa, there is a magic sentence that you add, and that sentence is just 1 sentence. You don't have to do anything. You just have to write 1 extra sentence, guys. That is not even effort, right? 1 extra sentence. And I'm going to tell you what that sentence is. Okay, I am going to share with you the personal cover letter that I use for my trips and the one which I used to get a Schengen visa, a long-term Schengen visa. I'm going to open it for you and we are going to read it together. So let's do it. Okay, do you see this? I'm hoping you can see this. You see the date May 7, 2019. That is when I visited the Baltic countries in Europe, which was Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. I applied through the embassy of Estonia for my visa. The letter states everything to the Visa Office, Embassy of Estonia. Dear sir, I am the undersigned Malvika, holder of passport dash, intends to travel to dash for tourism purposes between dash to dash. All the necessary supporting documents are enclosed along with my visa application, and you're kindly requested to issue my visa for the above. The sentence after that is the magic sentence, which got me the visa that I wanted. It says, I would like to put an additional request of granting me a longer duration visa, possibly for a year or two, as I am a regular frequent traveler and I have 3 prior Schengen visas, as you will see in my application. Guys, just this one sentence. I haven't done anything here. I've just told them that they need to look into my passport, see my travel history. I have 3 visas. I have a valid US visa. I have a travel history. I've traveled to many destinations. So guys, I hope you have noted down what I mentioned, because trust me, this is the one that got me not a year or 2. I mentioned in the bracket, give me a visa for a year or 2. I got the visa for 3 years, guys. It was a lottery. It was a lottery. I had many people tell me around me that this is not how you're going to get a long-term visa. Schengen countries don't give a long-term visa unless you have a specific reason. If you are a business person traveling on business visa and you need to go to Europe often, that's when you get it. Otherwise, a tourist visa for Schengen countries is extremely unlikely. The percentage is very less. So I think I was just extremely lucky, and I'm so grateful to have received it, because guys, this makes me not having to go to the embassy again and again and again if I want to travel to Europe. And I love Europe. I know I'm going to travel back at least once a year, right? If not twice. It saves me time, it saves me money, it saves me energy, it saves me a lot of things. A Schengen visa costs anywhere between 6,000 to 8,000. I'm saving the money, right? So it's great. So you can definitely try this. Now let's come to the bonus point. The bonus point here is, a lot of you guys must be thinking, if I write this, is there a guarantee that I will get a long-term visa? The answer is no. It's in fact unlikely that you get a tourist visa, but this is something that you can do. Guys, trying is not going to take you down or anything. They're not going to reject you for trying, so just try. Also, there's one more thing I would like to add. It also depends on the destination you apply through. I applied through Estonia. Not many Indian tourists go to Estonia, guys. So the rules are probably not extremely strict. For example, if I had to apply for a long term through Germany or France or Spain, I don't want to pinpoint destinations, but I probably think, in my opinion, it's going to be very difficult to get a long term visa. They would probably not. I have had instances, I know people who have tried to do this and they haven't received it, not because their travel history was not strong or that they don't travel a lot, like as a frequent traveler. They had everything. They did exactly this, but they did not. So it also depends on the countries you apply through. So I hope this video has helped you understand how you can get a long-term visa. And I would love if you could comment in the section below. If whenever you apply for the Schengen visa next, we don't know when it's going to be, but if you apply, if you get a long-term visa, please let me know, and I'll be really happy for you guys. The next video, what I'm going to talk about is extremely interesting. It's about how you can enter Europe without having a Schengen visa or any kind of visa for that matter. You can enter Europe. Yes, an Indian citizen can enter Europe just with their passport. Totally legal, fair and square, nothing illegal here, completely legal. Yeah, and you can stay there for quite a number of days, maybe a couple of months if I feel. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do this. I know this sounds interesting and you're going to know the answer to this in the next video, right? And if you want to know when it's coming up, please push the subscribe button and there would be a bell next to it. Just press that. So whenever I put that video, you will get a notification and you can quickly check it for yourself. And your next trip could be there, right? So thank you so much, guys. It was wonderful to share with you my knowledge, and I will keep doing that. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great day.